Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You're watching Advait, the fourth umpire, and today we'll be going over the second test match between South Africa and India. In India, of course, and this is the first ever test match to happen in Guwahati, Assam. And this is a special moment for the Assam government and BCCI launching test cricket in a state like Assam. And now the Assamese fans are also very happy that test match has been brought to their state. And Guwahati is definitely a spectacular venue. We've seen a lot of white ball games played there, the IPL in particular as well for the last few seasons. This is the first time a test match, India's official test match, has been played in Guwahati, and there's a lot to be seen how how a red ball game will be played out there. There's not a lot of history, not a lot of data, to be provided behind this surface that, in terms of the trends and conditions for an international game. Of course, there were a lot of list day games, domestic games as well that were played on the surface, but to go off an international level, there's not a lot of information. But regardless of that, let's get into the analysis. So South Africa won the toss, chose to bat, and I really think this was a really good toss to win, because going ahead into day 3, day 4, it'll definitely be harder and tougher to bat against the bowlers. And the spinning prowess in India's side and in South Africa's side as well definitely will play a major role later on in day 2, day 3 coming along. But day 1 definitely was one of the easiest conditions to bat in. Of course, there's a lot of resilience, a lot of patience required as well, which I feel like the South Africa batters have shown, especially against the opening spell of Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj to last that long, where both Rickleton and Maiden Markram had 30 odd runs. They both obviously got out later eventually, but the opening stand was very crucial for South Africa. Even after that, when Stubbs and Temba Bavuma walked in as well, their combination adding on 50 more runs to the final total also creates a lot of pressure towards the Indian bowlers. Of course, this is the first match Shubman Gill is not playing after his captaincy reign because of his injury, of course, in the first test match, and Rishabh Pant is obviously the captain in this scenario. Looking at how things should have played off, right? I think one thing which I felt like should have been, a mistake that should have been avoided was the introduction of Ravindra Jadeja. It was a bit too late. I feel like earlier on could have added more pressure. Of course, he got the amount of overs I feel he deserved, but I feel like a lot more could have been bowled in the middle, of course, from Jadeja himself. And Kuldeep Yadav, of course, the superstar of the Indian cricket team, has delivered once again with 3 wickets. Of course, South Africa are looking in a very comfortable position. I think they'll be really happy with how the day ended. Of course, no one really reached that landmark 50 in terms of an accomplishment, but every batsman has contributed in some sense, whether it's Tony Desorzi, Senaran Muthuswamy, Vian Mulder as well, Rickleton. All of them have contributed in some sense. This is a day which South Africa really need to capitalize on, because if now they're at 247 for the loss of 6 wickets by the end of day 1 and they have 4 wickets left, they have the likes of Marco Jansen also in the ranks as well, who's yet to bat, and Simon Harman, Keshav Maharaj, who are capable of it. I feel like looking at this point, right, South Africa could potentially get a 320 score. A 350 score would definitely be the best case scenario for them, but that's looking tough in terms of the bowling prowess of Team India, in terms of their fast bowling or pace, in terms of their spin department as well. But a 320 would be ideal, and I think that it's a very achievable target for them in terms of where their batsmen are at. They still have really 2 great batsmen at the front of the pitch right now at the crease. So looking at that position, South Africa should set a 320 total at least. 350 would be gold mine for them, and especially against an Indian team that's facing a lot of difficulties against spin in today's time. And South Africa showing why they're a classy side, why they won the first test match, why they're the World Test Championship winners as well. A lot of work has to be done for India, of course. First session early wickets, and I think anything below 280, 300 should at least be ideal for them in terms of trying to stay in the test match and to achieve an ideal target, to at least match their first innings score. But regardless of all that, there's a lot of work to be done by both sides. Match is not done yet, as we seen in the last game. India thought the match was in their pocket, but it slipped out towards the end, and South Africa ended up victorious. But in today's conditions, it's very different in terms of what we can expect from Guwahati. There's a lot we do not know yet, but that's going to be really exciting. So thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you all love this video. And day 2 is going to be really exciting, really enticing as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down below on what other videos you want to see realistically. And thank you, and I'll see you all in the next one.